Greetings everybody, my name is Tommy the Game Master and welcome to my channel. Now, I got some really good news today just looking through the internet, and it has restored some of my faith in Nintendo. One of the things I have been critical about the company lately isn't that they don't make good games, but they have zero idea on how consumers use their IP. They are more interested in overprotecting their IP than listening to their consumers, trying to figure out consumer demand for their products, and it has gotten them in big trouble. They have alienated a lot of YouTubers, and then just, if they had just listened to the response when it came to the Nintendo Wii U and that new controller, I think they would have done some major redesigns and price drops to that before it even came out, and they didn't. Last year, they made a major snafu with what was called the NES Classic Edition NES Mini. I myself was only mildly interested in it, having still an NES of my own, and having a lot of virtual console games. I thought if I had the money, maybe after a few months, maybe after a price drop, I might pick it up. But Nintendo didn't even come close to trying to fulfill the demand of the NES Mini, and because of that, they left pretty much anybody who actually wanted one to use one and had a legitimate use of one in the hand of freaking scalpers. And I'm not mad at the scalpers. If I had the money in a way to pick up a whole bunch of NES classics, I would have probably done the same thing too. It's just people seeing a lot of money being made here. I blame Nintendo for creating a market where the scalpers could make the profit in the first place. And it was completely boneheaded to do that to your consumers. Well, it looks like I got a piece of good news. Nintendo is listening, because I don't think they can really repeat that snafu again. It looks like, according to IGN, that the SNES Classic will keep on continuing production well into next year, 2018, and they're going to be releasing more SNES Classics this year in 2017 for this holiday season than they did the NES Classic throughout its entire lifetime. So they are preparing for it. I hope they are very much well prepared, because while the NES Classic didn't interest longtime classic gamers like me who kept their Super Nintendo collections, aren't afraid to use virtual consoles, and even use emulators when it's legal for us to do that, the Super Nintendo Mini will definitely have this crowd where the NES Mini didn't, which was hoping to draw a more casual crowd, because the Super Nintendo Mini does have games that have not been released either on the Virtual Console yet or haven't been released, period. So there will be demand, so I was happy to see that Nintendo is going to be putting a lot more out there, and they're going to need to put a whole lot out there, because people like me are willing to pay $70 to play Star Fox 2, or to have a high-definition version of the original Star Fox, which has not hit the Virtual Console services yet. And then even better is they are, next year, going to re-release the NES Classic. Hopefully they maybe change the shell to make it look like the top loader, just so people who did spend the time and money to hunt down an original NES Classic Mini don't feel like they're completely cheated. Have the second version look a little different, just so collectors who have the original can say they have something that is collectible. But they are re-releasing that, and I hope they also do an NES Classic Mini 2, because there's plenty of more games out there on the NES that I would love to see in one of these NES Classic Minis for people to try. I mean, Wario Woods, I think, is a very little known game anymore, and it's a funner puzzle game in my opinion than Dr. Mario, so I hope to see that out there. And Nintendo, please don't screw this up. It looks like you have learned from your mistakes, but there's still that possibility. This is Tommy the Game Master, thanking you for listening to this rant. I am very excited about this. I want to get my hands on a Super Nintendo Mini. I may not get it at launch. I don't think I'll have the money this month, but I do want to get one of these when and if they come available, when I have enough cash in hand. Anyways, I'll see you guys later. Thank you for listening to this